I get to that rooftop?
Nope.
I'm coming, Clank. Get to that
Probably make a compilation based just off the death noises I make. Hopefully there's like some anti-capitalist messaging in this. Like it's gonna be turn out like Dr. Nefarious is an ultra-capitalist and this is a super late-stage capitalism or space late-stage capitalism. And then they're gonna try to do some praxis, and then it's gonna fall short because it's being made by a capitalist publishing company, and they can't have any too anti-capitalist of a message in the game. That would make them look bad. Isn't it great when when games are made to be very anti-capitalist, but the publisher is like, can you maybe dial back the socialist commie shit? And then the message falls short because they had to water it down a bit by making, like, I don't know, the billionaire the good guy or something.
Hold on, honey. Are you headed to the roof? You could use that raritanium in your pockets to upgrade your arsenal first.
Yeah, I want to use the Ratanium. Let me use the Ratanium.
No, when you find something you like.
Buy weapon upgrades to improve your ammo fire rate. Okay, it is still the same skill tree system from the last one. They really like this. Purchase all nodes connected to get it. Yeah, but it's the same way that it worked in Ratchet and Clank reboot. We're of course gonna max out the burst pistol because it's gonna be like the most used thing. Let's see. Hits to the head do bonus damage. Oh, that'd be interesting. Having to actually aim. I can't say that I've ever had to actually aim for headshots in Ratchet and Clank before, aside from the sniper weapons. Increased ammo pickup from crates. That would probably be better. And then I get some fire rate ones as I go. Accuracy. But having the headshot increase damage, that'd be good.
Always worth the cost to keep your weapons in tip-top shape.
It's missing the... Oh, their chain select. There we go. I was about to say, it's missing that from Ratchet, the Ratchet reboot. And shots travel faster. That's also good. Oh, I guess I'll just max it out right now. Yeah, why not? Let's just max out this gun. I'm going to be using it quite a bit. At least to start. And then I'm going to hang on to the rest until I get a new weapon. I just like Diet Coke. What about Diet Pepsi? I like Pepsi Max, but they don't do Pepsi Max anymore. It was basically Diet Pepsi, but they put a butt ton of caffeine in it. They definitely are dying quicker, so yeah, it looks like the headshot bonus was worth it. These are one-shot anyway. Oh, that water's poisonous. Of course it is. It's bubbling like a cauldron. It's gonna give me a headshot bonus, but it's not gonna give me a marker to identify that I landed the headshot bonus. That'd be too useful.
Hello there. Allow me to assist in your...
That looked intentional. That was totally by accident. I did not mean to accidentally do a sick-ass dodge. Really, really do like this game. I think a good way to identify that I like a game is that I'm talking very little. It shows that the game is actually good, so I have nothing to bitch about for the sake of funny. I mean, it's just more Ratchet and Clank, and I fucking love Ratchet and Clank. I'm the biggest Ratchet and Clank glazer there is. It's my perfect game, honestly. Had a wine from 2015 once.
Furious Tower, here I come.
They say age makes wine better, but I've never noticed a difference.
Wow, where'd you learn how to do?
I had a heart attack once I didn't know hearts and knew how to fight. Sounds like an Undertale reference or something.
Looks like I touched a nerve. All right, deal's a deal. That's glitch.
I haven't played a bad Ratchet yet. Then again, I haven't played any of the ones on the PS3.
Access consoles and
The original Ratchet is fine, I guess. It's just the least Ratchet and Clank like Ratchet and Clank game.
What are you doing?
tearing this whole rotten world down from the inside.
Huh?
Stay strong, brother!
How do you expect me to get to the bazaar from here?
I learned how to make really good homemade pizza, and I've been eating nothing but homemade pizza for like the past month. So life's pretty good for me.
That'll work.
Like, it's definitely better than Domino's, and Domino's is like the only place we can afford. I had my shampoo taken away by the TSA.
Line rail should lead back to the bazaar.
The trick is to fill up your bottle of shampoo with cum, and then that way when they do take it, all they've got is a giant bottle of cum, and then it's like, haha, what are you gonna do with so much cum? Don't do that. I just play other RPGs and forget Undertale exists.
Alright, all I gotta do now. Whoa, this is fast.
I wanted to try Undertale,
Use glitch,
but
get a starship,
the
and
fan base ruined my experience of it, and I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna play anything with a huge fan base again. Meanwhile, I'm playing a Ratchet & Clank game. Although, if this does have a huge fan base, I haven't encountered them. But, like, I had a similar experience with, like, Dark Souls and stuff like that, and that's why I don't stream Dark Souls, or I didn't stream Dark Souls on Twitch.
the access console.
Because people constantly bitch that I don't parry enough.
Line is against the law.
Where did you even come from?
I'd say he looks buff, but I know those muscles are fake. Oh, hell yeah! Triple shot! Triple shot! Triple shot, baby!
What the yikes, yikes, yikes.
What the hell happened? Oh. Okay, we're hanging out with dinosaurs now, I guess. Okay, well, they're not in my way.
Have survived the journey. Now die. Resistance is not permitted.
Not again.
Play the game and avoid the community. It's impossible when you make content. The community comes to you.
I am trying to destroy you as fast as I can.
But yeah, what I mean by the community ruined it for me is I was playing the game and I was trying to experience it on my own. And they came in and started telling me how to play the game and telling me that I was doing it wrong. And it's like, I knew what I was doing because I watched Markiplier do a full playthrough already by that point. But they kept coming in and telling me, oh, you're doing it wrong, you're not playing right, this isn't how your first run should go, and then they're like, your first run should be a pacifist run or a neutral run, and yeah, and then just whining, and I was like, okay, well, you're spoiling the game for me, so I'm just gonna not play it anymore. Alright, Sarah, we got it, you love Ratchet and Clank.
Must be glitch. I'm Ratchet. Sorry for all the
Yeah, the community 100% comes to you. You can't, if you're making content, sorry, I hate the word making content. If you're making videos or recording yourself playing or streaming or whatever, the community comes to you. You can't avoid them.
Thanks.
My favorite part is when you, like, you played a game.
Seems like a nice guy. I probably just have to delete some files.
Oh, we got a new little fella.
Then he'll be all set.
Oh, we got a new little fella. His name's Glitch. Oh, what a cute little fella. Look at the cute little fella. He goes, as little fellas often do. What was I saying? I don't know. The alcohol's making me lose lose track of things.
There are viruses here.
Oh, you make such cute. You talk so cute.
Electro guns. Please don't kill me now.
hydro guns don't transfer right
Energy from the computer! Hey! Cut it out!
now. Oh, I gotta hit him with the missiles.
Good. I guess
My controller is rumbling like crazy.
rest now.
With each little step they make, it's the controller rumble's going crazy.
No. I gotta delete them before I'm even more outnumbered.
Did they have to give Glitch a cute little anime girl voice? It's kind of weird. They're not a spider bot, they only got 6 legs. They're a bug bot.
My electro guns can't even scratch them.
It's weird how the inside of machinery has so much organic junk.
Man, I really... Wow. Anyway, looks like the computer is...
Oh, they're so cute! Okay, now I see why they have an anime girl style voice, because of the expressions they make.
You did it, Glitch!
Welcome back, your most majestic majesty.
Here we go.
I wish I had more wine. Good time to remind y'all that if you give me a supers, I'll go get more wine. No, I can't right now. It's too late. Right now I'm just drinking Arizona teas. We went to Aldi's and Aldi sells them in 12 packs. Crack open a bad boy. Insomniac Miku? I don't know what that is. Are you saying it's like Insomniac's version of like Miku Hatsune Miku or something? Amputee spider bot. Yeah, as I was saying, like, my favorite thing about a community is when you go to complain about how a game runs, and because you don't have a billion hours on the game, your opinion's automatically not discredited. Like, when I played Hunt Showdown, and I got like 1,000 hours in Hunt Showdown, I complained about how the game functions, and someone was like, I can't believe you're complaining about how Hunt Showdown functions while only having 1,000 hours. Like, bro, how much do you want me to play for my opinion to matter?
Why do I need a password? I'm the Emperor. How about I obliterate you instead? Ha 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 ha!
That's a pretty good password. That's long. Okay, so I know that if you clone yourself and you have sex with yourself, it's masturbation. But if you go to an alternate reality version and meet yourself, is that masturbation? Because it's an alternate reality self, so effectively they're an entirely different person than you.
By Dr. Nefarious, who used it to bring you here? Now you just have to find your friend.
But I'd rather be a gooner or live in UK. Gooner.
Oh dear.
Brace for impact!
Oh. Look out.
Where's Clank's other arm? What happened with that? Did we get to play as Rivet? We get to play as Rivet! And I get to keep my weapons. Oh, hell yes. It really is the perfect game for me. Goral Ratchet? Also, y'all who don't know anything about Ratchet and Clank, girl Lombaxes don't have tails. Rivet's a trans girl. But Insomniac didn't know that when they did it because they forgot about the old lore. This is like from Going Commando. So Rivet, trans girl. Why not the UK? UK is here in the US collectively referred to as Turf Island. Well, not UK. Well, England or Britain or whatever specifically. Well, I guess if I had to choose British or French, I would choose British. But that's the only case. I would not want to be French. Hi, UK denizen here. You don't want to be UK. Okay, just a second. The chat's moving a little fast for me. I'm losing track here. Let's pop out the chat and make it a little bigger. Y'all are talking faster than I was expecting today. Y'all are very chatty today, and I appreciate it. Google Images, it curses you with them, jump scares you with the most nefarious images. True. I was looking up a specific SCP, and I forgot I had safe search off, and then I accidentally streamed a massive cock on my screen for like 5 minutes because I didn't notice it. I would rather be French because at least they have democracy. I was gonna say, like, doesn't France have a racism problem? But it's like any white country has a racism problem. British food is a pretty good reason to not be British. Britain is like, our national food is tikka masala.
There's a secret
That's,
right over my
isn't that curry? Is that really yours? Isn't usually your national food your food? I'm from Texas, and I've never heard anyone use the phrase turf island. That's because you're in Texas. Texas is full of anti-trans people, so you're not gonna hear it there. Was it Mallow? Yes, it was Mallow. Mallow is not safe searchable. France was the first to establish nationalism. Also, France immediately surrendered to the Nazis, which I was like, hey, I get it, that's fine. You were really, really close, and you were scared that you were gonna get taken over, and you're a really small country.
But also, don't be a pussy.
But also, don't be a pussy, like Connie said. Also, didn't they colonize Nair? I thought turf was a place. Turf, not the turf that hates trans people. The turf that hates trans people is TE. I just assumed you were misspelling it. Football hooligans are worse than any racism France has. Like, soccer, football? Yeah, we've already established that you're in Europe because you said quid. France colonized a handful of places. White people be whiting. Am I right, my fellow whites? I'm purple. They colonized a handful of places. Thanks, and got destroyed.
Looks like you got
I totally missed what this weapon does. Does this actually make a sprinkler? Oh, it's a turret. That's a sprinkler. TERF stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. And they really don't like it when you call them that. Even though it 100% accurately describes what they say. They say it's a slur. But it 100% accurately describes what they are. They are radical feminists who exclude trans people. No, they're not even feminists. Not by how we define feminists. Or feminism now. Football culture has so much cleanup to do. I think it just probably has to do with the toxicity of being a sport and, you know... I totally forgot what this did. What the Tron Collider does. I didn't see it. Is it a charge laser beam? Yes, it's a charge laser beam. Okay. We're gonna get the Topiary Sprinkler. We're gonna level up the Enforcer. It looks like I can't collect any more experience for this weapon. It kind of sucks that it caps out at 5. Really sucks that weapons cap out at 5. I was hoping for a much higher level cap. I wasn't expecting to max out this weapon, like, in the first mission. They're honestly more like radical traditionalists at this point. Yes. Traditionalism is something I don't really understand either. It seems like a kink, like a fetish that they're really trying to make public. It's like, I get it. Some furries make their kinks a little too public too, but honestly, I don't like it when the furries do it. I definitely don't want Republicans to make their traditionalism fetish public either.
Where's that speedle going? It appears some dimensional distortion is emanating from that cave.
Oh, let's switch weapons. I don't like those things. They're weird looking. Rook is playing Stardew Valley again. I swear that's the only game he plays if he's not playing demos.
You must have a rift tether in your glove too.
Alright, smarty bot. What is this place?
We need to create a donation fund for specifically Rook so he can buy a game instead of just playing the demos all the time.
Hey, it's Maynard, the Mortis helper bot. Must have wandered in through the rift somehow.
There is the speedle.
I'm pretty wine drunk. I'm not like shit-faced like when I get on like vodka or whatever. Like that's what's cool about alcohol. Sorry, I shouldn't say that's what's cool about alcohol. Alcohol bad. Don't do alcohol except unless you're trying to have a good time. Oh, we zooming.
So cool.
By the way, your Spicy Furry Games video actually got me to buy a Spicy Furry game on Steam. I'm not into spicy games or anything like that, but it opened my eyes to try new stuff, so thank you, Sera. There's another spicy game that I've been playing that's it's kind of low-key spicy. It's actually entirely normal and safe if you want it to be. And you can check that out. It's called Max Gentleman's Sexy Business. It's kind of like a idle management sim with some dating game mechanics. And I've been playing that. I've almost beat the game. And it's also got roguelike elements too. So it's like an idle game, but it wants you to really like reset quite a bit. Lightweight? No. I don't drink often. I drink maybe once a month. I like wine though, because when I'm drunk on wine, I can still function, and like I can be a bottle and a half in and still like feel somewhat normal, not feel drunk. But when I drink vodka, I get drunk very quickly and it's noticeable. Oh, I was supposed to stay on the Speedle. So I gotta go all the way back now. Most of the games you recommend I already know of. Yeah, unfortunately that's the case because there's not a lot of lewd games get made. Because they have small audiences that they appeal to, so they don't get made as often. But the other issue is... Oh! I failed. I really failed. They have small audiences they're trying to appeal to, so they don't get funding that often. And a lot of the times they don't get finished. Like, I'm not even entirely sure that, what's it called, Potion is gonna get finished ever. Because it's been around for years. I knew about the game for years before I actually tried it and played it myself. But Max Gentleman Sexy Business is pretty good. It's a YouTuber game, and the sexual content is optional. You can play through it on SFW, like totally SFW. But like, there's a DLC that makes it so nudity's available, but you only get the nude options when you unlock the costumes that have it, or if you have well, you have to have full adult content available. But also, you have to get the relationship maxed out to view it.
Come on, Maynard! Let's find the Morts!
Let's see. I was straight up expecting you to make it in, but then you somehow missed it. Yeah, I was barely on the edge. Just one of those casual moments to remind y'all that I don't have a driver's license, so steering is not my strong suit. You would think this is a PS2 game with the mandatory driving sections. Alright, giddy up. Oh, you want me to do that?
Excuse me!
Look out!
I got it! I got it! See? Sometimes I don't crash. Stop! 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 Stop!
No, just crash. Die. Splatter.
I'm coming, Morts.
Gelatonium.
We didn't follow that Lombax and his Robopet across
Wood.
dimensions just to get stopped by some fuzzballs. So you got like 9.5
Cider and mead. I like cider, but I get regular drunk off of it. I don't get wine drunk. If there was like a way to have cider and have me wine drunk, where like, wine drunk is like you don't realize you're drunk until like a bottle and a half in. Or maybe that's just me because I have a high tolerance. But with like vodka, you can realize that you're drunk like 2 mixed drinks in. 2, 3 mixed drinks.
See? They are looking for Ratchet. I am telling the truth.
Whatever, Bolts. I'm gonna save my friends. Hey!
I wonder if alcohol tolerance is genetic because, like I said, I don't drink that much, but I have a really high alcohol tolerance.
Where are these doofuses coming from?
Perhaps they were sucked.
Like, I've only ever blacked out once. I blacked out by accident. I was drinking a lot that night. I was at my limit. And I was like, I won't drink anymore. And then someone was like, I'm not gonna finish my drink. Do you want it? And I was like, well, I'm not gonna turn down a free drink. And it wasn't even good drinks. It was Steel Reserve, which is like Mike's Hard. It was like poor people's Mike's Hard. It is hereditary? Oh, your drinking ability is hereditary? Well, fun fact time, everybody. Buckle in. Sera fun fact. I am from a long line of moonshiners. Surprise, everybody. Have y'all ever heard of the Hatfields and McCoys? Because I'm related to Hatfields, so if alcohol resistance is based off of your heritage or whatever, it's because I'm related to moonshining hippies. Not hippies, hillbillies. They had a TV show and stuff like that. But if you've ever seen Cat Dog, and you've seen the episode where the hillbillies are fighting, and no one remembers why they're fighting, that's a reference to the Hatfields and the McCoys. They're a hillbilly family. They're two hillbilly families that, for some reason, absolute despise each other just by being in the same area. They have a lifelong grudge, and they don't remember anyone. They don't remember why they started feuding, but they do feud. And then they love moonshining, as hillbillies often do. You think these kids even know what Cat Dog is? Oh my god, I forgot how old Cat Dog is. Oh my god. You had to remind me of age. But yeah, the Hatfields and McCoys were hillbillies that absolutely hated each other. And hillbillies are kind of like rednecks, but they're the most redneck of redneck because they're people that lived out in the hills, way outside of towns and stuff like that back in the old days. It's less common now because a lot of them moved to the cities. Their kids moved to the cities. And it's like as rural as you can possibly be. Like, it is white trash times 10. And, like, Alabama, like banjo playing. And they feuded, and neither of them remember why they feud. But they have a blood feud against each other, and they absolutely hate each other. And they moonshine like hillbillies do. So it means that they created their own moonshine, which is illegal at the time. And, well, now moonshine's legal. In Cat Dog, they're displayed similarly the same way without the moonshine. They're just hillbillies that feud for no reason. And Cat Dog tries to bring them together. Because I think the dog is interested in one of the family's girls. But, yeah, they're real. They're real people. And they have a reality TV show where they do moonshining together, where one of the Hatfield families and one of the McCoy families work together to make moonshine. And the whole show, of course, is about how much they argue. But I'm related to Hatfields, which is one of the two families that are, you know, I'm related to hillbillies, essentially. I'm related to hillbillies who drink their weight in moonshine. So despite rarely drinking, I have a pretty high tolerance.
Mort! Good, you're okay.
Us? Oh, when we heard those fellas were after our linebacks, we were worried about you. The next thing we know,
So,
you're here.
I don't know.
in our behinds.
Anybody else have a similar experience where they drink wine and it doesn't affect, and they don't feel drunk as quickly as they do when they drink vodka?
Oh, what it is. All I know is
Even with the same alcohol percentage?
Oh, between that and our new neighbor up there, we're not doing too fine.
Because I'll drink a bottle of and a half to like 2
Don't worry,
and not realize I'm drunk. And then by the time the third one's done, I'm like, oh, I'm drunk.
This at Zerky's. Mort can finally fix that ship she's been working on.
Zerkies?
Which, y'all probably figured out that I've got a high alcohol resistance because of the drinking streams, where I go past like 100 pretty easily. Bet I could drink a gallon of beer. That's not even that much alcohol. Beer's only 4%. When I drink vodka, I'm usually mixing it, and that's 20%. And when I'm drinking when I'm drinking wine, it's usually 10 to 17%. I try to get sangria when I can because it's 17% and I like the fruit. But sangria can be more expensive. I haven't brought up the hillbilly familial relationship before. I don't know, I just don't think that many people know what hillbillies are nowadays. Get out of here, dinosaur.
I hope you have enough ammo.
Put down some sprinklers. Oh, the sprinklers turn them into hedge... into hedge animals. That's cute. Die now. Oh. You can die now. Thank you.